Hello, hello, hello. Oh, I forgot to do a Twitter thing. Gonna post one there. Bye, Molly. Let's get it up on the screen.
I wish I was living in Norway. And see, you just no.
Okay, and okay, the notification was early this time. That's nice.
My boyfriend's just poor Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah, it's her birthday today.
My head hurts a little.
You can lay down.
You don't like me laying down.
Okay.
You don't like me going to bed early or anything.
Well, now is a good time to go to bed.
Nay. That's just football done.
The stream doesn't really seem to be very laggy. Okay. Isn't that a good thing?
Right, I've got to restart my laptop very quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna...
Don't miss me too much.
I'll try.
User disconnected from your channel.
Okay. I'll increase the music a little bit while I just let the cat out. 1 second, guys. Don't leave! I'm back. Maybe it's just the Crunchyroll thing and not a computer. What do you mean Crunchyroll? What do you mean by that? Oh, you have it in the background. Okay. Everything seems fine on my end. We're just gonna give people a chance of getting in here and joining us. So for now, we'll just hang out. How's your day been, Crabs? I wonder, is it bad if I have this on microphone? Probably terribly noisy for a second there. My bot is like censoring everything you're saying now, which would be ultra frustrating because I want to watch the end of season of JoJo and the quality is being shitty. Wait, I gotta listen to see how the sound is. I'm gonna talkie so that I can hear myself speaking on the stream. I'm gonna talkie so that I can hear myself speaking on the stream. Now I'm gonna take that off and listen to it again. I'm gonna talkie so that I can hear myself speaking on the stream. Now I'm gonna take that off and listen to it again. Oh yeah, it was much better. Talkie so that I can hear myself speaking on the stream. Now I'm gonna take that off. Okay. Now I can continue that. Also, thank you for the like. Where the piñatas had maybe not. Oh, I know. I don't really use the pop filter, so. Is the pop filter too big? Ah! Mission failed. I got another stand over here. What am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay. So what do you guys been up to today? Anything interesting? Hey, Skilled. Oh, I'm so happy you're joining us. So I know I already done like a commentary with Inven on season 1, but I just want to chill out, and some people hadn't seen TSC, so let's do it together again. Yeah, I'm like struggling to let go of Pinata. He's gotta stay with me. We also have our other decapitated friend, Mr. Goldenhead. He's a real gangster. There you go. Hello, Connor. Now you should have no excuse. You gotta watch TSC with us. Makes me so happy just looking at the poster still. Alright, it's a masterpiece.
User joined your channel.
Welcome back, Cathy.
No.
Yes.
No.
I see.
Yeah.
The poster is amazing indeed. Check out. At the bottom here we have Scott Russell and Lewis. Then we got Charlie. And the
then
center.
We got Abigail and Alistair.
Abigail and Alistair. Then after that we got
Rizoko.
and
Rebecca.
And our top.
Daryl.
Yeah. Good job.
I actually had to look at the poster for a minute.
Yeah,
Like, I know who's on the poster. It's just like the position to come in. I can't keep looking up. My head just goes woo.
Woo. The poster is amazing indeed.
Apparently, the wine I got given is a little strong. No, legit. I only had like All right, Bray. Look at your thumb. You know, like the bit before it reaches like the first joint. Yeah, that's how much I had. I only had a little.
Okay. But it only takes a beer to get you drunk though, so.
How about you go fuck yourself?
Okay. How many people did we have with us today?
You go fuck yourself. People in chat, he's gonna end up single very soon if he keeps it up.
No. I got 6 people watching. Okay, remember to leave a like, guys, and Kata, go and leave a like too, so that
No, I'm
we
not
can
leaving
get
a
the.
like.
Yes, you are, Missy.
I don't even drink beer, you lying liar.
You have had beer while you have been here.
Yeah, because you made me drink it and it tastes like Satan's piss water. Men. Men are what's wrong with this world.
Will we ever see some more content with Rosargo? He's such an interesting character.
I say yes.
Skilled, I don't know if you have listened to the audio series of Andrew Highwind, because he's in there. And so is Catty with as Bliss.
Just a little bit.
There's a
Also, Bray, who won the game? Because I haven't been contacted at all.
Skilled did.
Yeah, I haven't been contacted at all.
Yeah, I told Skilled to message you, but he just came back today, so.
I haven't had any messages, and I don't want to go sending it to the wrong person.
Yeah, Skilled, just take a message, give Kata a message, and she'll give you the game.
I'll give him a code for something really bad, like World of Warcraft. There we go.
We still have more games to give out too, so we can maybe like give a random giveaway today on stream.
I thought we had a plan for the. Hang on, let me see what we
Yeah,
said.
one was stream.
Hang on. One was Inktober, one was TSC Q&A, which is the one for Skilled. One is the live stream giveaway. One's for Machinima Hub.
Yeah.
And one of them you didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so we do the live stream one today.
Okay.
You ever use my custom DNA pack for the fossils mod? You probably haven't, but I got my fingers crossed a little because I wasn't how I can improve it because it's badly in need of an update. There's a custom DNA pack? I didn't even know.
Oh my god. Well, that answers your question. He hasn't used it.
I had no idea. Sorry, man.
Question. Thank you, next.
Thank you, next. Thank you, next. Oh, I don't even know how the song goes.
Neither do I, actually.
I'll-
That's the only bit I know. I sent my boyfriend to doof.
Skill said he'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. Well, I'll hang on. I'm gonna separate the code just so. Let me have a look. Hey. I nearly deleted all the codes. That was stupid. There we go. Okay. I'll put it to one side.
Okay, do you guys think we're about ready?
No.
Say I in chat if you're watching. Something.
No.
Just say something, just so I know how many are actually there.
No. I'm like the anti-girlfriend at times. No. Wait, is there such thing as an anti-girlfriend? That'd be interesting.
Okay.
I'm a girlfriend, but at the same time, I'm not.
We got Crimes, we got Connor.
Brain, my head feels spinny. My head
Yes.
legit hurts.
A sip of wine.
It was called Agua de Valencia.
Mm.
Which is funny because that means water of Valencia.
I should have grabbed a cup or something so I can have some shots.
Why don't you go get it now then, before you start?
Can do.
Oh! People in chat, scream at my boyfriend so he goes get himself a cup.
No, I can't have that much. I gotta go to work tomorrow. I just realized.
But Bray!
Nah, I can't.
Bray!
We're just gonna go ahead and watch.
We're still having a New Year's drink, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yay. Because Bray won't let me drink out of fucking New Year's.
Okay, guys, let's get started. Season 1, Shadow Crown. And I'm probably gonna do some pauses and stuff like that too as we go through it, just so I can like talk about it if I have anything to say at all.
Oh yeah, people in chat, do let us know if you want Bray to do a remake of Season 1 and potentially Season 2. Okay? Okay.
Why?
You
I'm-
keep saying about you
I'm
wanna-
not gonna do it.
doing a remake. You keep saying you're thinking
I'm
of
not
doing a
gonna
remake.
do
Let
it.
the public decide.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Let the public decide.
No.
You are not the public. Shut up, Bray.
I am the public.
You are not the public.
I'm the Republic.
Get out.
Anyways. So yeah.
Totally vote.
Okay, so Connor has not seen this before. He has not seen it before, so should I not comment on later spoilers? Tell me now if I should not talk spoilers in this season. As we wait for the delay. Actually, we can get started, but tell me guys, should I talk spoilers or not? Say yes or no to spoilers.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
Spoilers. Spoilers make the world go round, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay, so here we have the classic shot of panning down to the palace.
I hated my role, by the way. I haven't forgiven you for even.
We have the royal gathering.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, bye bye. Oh, the video is not showing. Oh shit. Did I move it over?
User joined your channel.
Wasn't meant to do that.
Oh, that's... Okay, I'll restart it then. Whoop, whoop.
I was meant to close Notepad, and I closed down TeamSpeak somehow. I'm very smart like that.
Yeah, I did a smart too. I forgot to unhide the video. Okay, so here's the palace.
People in chat, please leave a like if you think my boyfriend's smart.
So here's the royal gathering where all the kings and queens of Landora got massacred.
I didn't.
And that's actually two different shots I cut together of like the castle being intact and then the thing breaking down. That's the best I could do back then. But it's a very seamless cut though.
Don't let him reach the
You ever
gates.
notice, like, in the background, I'm just like the humor bit. Oh, my head hurts. This feels like a hangover before the hangover.
I remember we had a rule. This was actually some of the first things we shot too, but there was like there was a very strict rule on not killing the animals because we needed continuity. As you know, all the Shadow Crown series is filmed with body actors, not like Blockbuster and all that.
But Bray, didn't you have an issue where some of the animals would despawn between takes?
No.
I thought that was one of the issues.
Nope. Also, if you watch the new history of Landra video, or Rona, I think I called it the history of Rona now. The one about Precanian history, you can see we updated the gate.
Like you will ever outlive me.
Like you'll ever outlive me. Maybe, let's go back to that.
I'll get you killed.
Alright,
I just told Linnea I can't do the intro para thing for her because my head hurts.
I gotta turn you down a little bit because your keyboard is louder than the video.
No, don't turn me down.
Okay, so let me go back.
That's just rude.
Shh, Caddy. Okay, so
You're reckless. That'll get you killed. Like you will ever outlive me.
like you'll ever outlive me. That's a reference I put in there.
I think he's looking at you,
right
Alistair.
here for your punning needs.
I'm so sorry.
So this is when Alistair gets the news of his
And I'm here to deliver the crown.
when he learns about his grandfather
Happen.
getting killed. Who is the king of Asunder.
If there's one thing I hate about Minecraft,
We will not be
models,
pushed
it's like
around by
if
this
you move
traitor
their arms,
prince.
suddenly
Join
go
the army.
crazy.
Join Alistar in battle and take vengeance on those who took our kings and queens from us. There is no losing. With the support of the Eight, all we have to do is bring them to justice. Come now and avenge your land.
Free
The
cheers
traitor
to
prince is moving his
McCall.
forces out of the north. Join the army now to stop him.
Some Shadow Crown D8 propaganda going on.
I left a light, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, is my computer gonna behave doing this, or is it gonna bugger up again?
As we
'Cause
speak,
it blue
the
screen
rebellion is
several
making
times
their way
earlier.
to the Mistlands. We need to get there and set up base before they can settle in. You few have been chosen by the Shattered Crown to be leading the charge. You answer to Alistair, and when he is not around, you answer to me. I am Scott Russell, and if I catch anyone acting up, there will be consequences. This is where we end the rebellion. Now get ready to move out.
For the Shattered Crown! Yeah! Rebel shall fall! All hail Alistair! Yeah! Alistair! Alistair!
I wonder who else I had shouting in the background there. I know it was
You're
Jelko
almost
was
there,
one of them.
Charlie.
It
You're
definitely
almost
wasn't
there.
me. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna lay down. Oh, hello, bed. Brain for Christmas, can I have a new brain, please? This one seems broken.
We need to get at least 4 men on the hills, 3 scouts to the northwest, and... What?
Excuse me, sir?
Shouldn't you be with your father preparing the troops?
Scott has already moved ashore. One of his ships got stranded in the storm.
The big one?
The big one.
Big one.
Yeah.
The storm
One
chaser.
of those poor bastards who have to drag that beast. Well,
What made you
anyway.
come up with the name Storm Chase,
Sir?
by the way?
What?
Shouldn't
Don't
we prepare
remember.
the men?
You go get them assembled,
director,
and I'll be
you
there in a
smelly
moment.
things.
Will do, sir.
It
Go
never
chat me at
ends.
F for Bray's memory, thank you.
My name is Stephen Russell, and I am the son of General
Billy to
Scott.
my boyfriend. I'll help
We
you.
are about to reach shore. And the moment our feet touch the sand,
Yes, good day, Bray.
we are
That's good.
in Death's house.
My head hurts.
How can I help you two?
You gotta excuse us. We just had to take this moment before we get to shore. It's not often that commoners like us get to talk to the great Alistair.
It's a great honor to meet you too. If there's anything I can help you with, just let me know.
Well, my friend here and I had some concerns about the crew. We don't really see eye to eye.
Well, you can tell me about it later. Right now, we should just join the assembly.
Just wait a second. We feel like we're not getting our fair share.
But those
It's
first
so funny
steps
with some
represent
voice
your
actors when
willingness
they're
to
like,
lend your lives to
I said
us.
voice actor, when some people
And that is
try
a
to do
gift we
voice
will
acting,
not take lightly.
when they try to do voice acting for the first time, and it's like they can't speak normally. Like he tried to do timing, or like he tried to, like I told them to do like just wait a second, like it's almost frustrated, but for him that was so unnatural for him that it just became just wait a second. I just find that so amusing that like when you start off.
Did I ever do anything like that?
No, I also don't think you had any lines like that.
No, because my first voice acting thing was literally TSC.
Hmm. But these are like people that they weren't necessarily interested in doing voice acting either. It's just people I dragged in to do it.
I like voice acting.
Okay, moving on.
Our cause is just. The traitor prince must fall, and the innocents fallen before him will be avenged. We will be the ones to bring this man to justice.
I'll look into it. We really should go join the others.
I'm not finished yet!
But before we take
Little
our first
aggression
steps
there.
into battle, let us take a moment to remember the fallen.
Guys, can we get an effing chat for my head?
No, there's blood effects though.
They have vortex? People in chat are like,
It's got a bomb!
Everybody to the front!
oh, please.
What if the guy just ran after them? Yeah.
There's more.
Everybody, get up.
So there was supposed to be more TNT on the top of the ship there. I don't know if that is very clear, but she says it.
Right.
Yeah?
Don't ever give me one. You're just laughing at my pain and misery. You're horrible.
I love how you did the blood effects with the redstone. I mean, it's a way of doing it, but I wouldn't recommend doing it.
There's nowhere to go,
There's not
Alistair.
really anything else you
It's a
can
shame
do apart from
Gustavus isn't
redstone.
here to finish you off himself.
The second voice role of Jelko this episode.
There they are! You think they will surrender?
Is there any voice actors you left on top of it all?
A lot of them.
You still speak to Tom though.
And that was end of episode 1.
What? I think Bray's drunk.
Oh, this is much lighter. Oh, no.
I'm tempted to get painkillers, but painkillers and alcohol are a bad idea.
You alright there? What's your name?
Abigail
Remember,
Harper,
kids,
sir.
stay in school.
And thank you.
So this is where the
It's nothing. Really.
Abigail Martin
I'm
ship
just glad
starts.
You made it out alive.
We came as quickly as we could. You okay, sir?
Lucky for us, you came when you did.
That one
We should
time
move
Tom's microphone doesn't
There are
sound
probably
perfect.
scouts watching us right now.
I agree. Bakers, lead the way.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't always that picky on like everything sounding perfect or looking perfect. I was just kind of happy I was able to make a machinima.
They've been working with the tribes. Nobody would know the Dark Force like they do. Well, unless you have them on your side.
And this is one of
Maybe we
the
should send out a party to try talk.
and this is one of the scenes that I actually have a drawing of from when I was little. All of them having the meeting about what to do next once they like got to the Mislans. So this is one of the few things that stayed from when I was a kid to now.
With the tribes.
Yes, we have, but either they don't come back, or we find their bodies marked by the death thorns.
We are not messing with the death thorns. We are here for the rebels and the rebels only. Tomorrow we shall only stay at the edge of Incyro, and nobody is to go into their territory.
I wish there was
Whenever
some
we set
meds
up
you can
camp,
take
they've
when
been
you
there.
had
Whenever we
alcohol.
resupply, they've been there.
'Cause my
These
head
rebels are hard
really
to shake off
kills.
than fleas.
Clearly there are spies in our ranks.
Oh.
We don't have time to deal with rats.
That was very
We
bad
can smoke 'em
sound
all.
on his mic again.
No. I need you two with me. Stephen, this should be right up your alley. You think you could locate the rats for us?
I will do my best, sir.
Good, that's settled then.
Bray,
Tomorrow we bring the new recruits to
what season are you
Incyro.
in? Was it season 2?
2.
You see, the whole season 1 is just like, I don't know Bray. But season 1's how I met Bray, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. We owe Shadow Crown our relationship.
That is a very strange thing to say. We owe this fictional thing our relationship.
Well, it just gives it more meaning to it, which I like.
No, Bray, we owe your childhood.
Okay, so I just want to comment on the last scene that we watched. So,
It was as a child, so.
Steven now is in charge of figuring out if there are any rebels within their ranks, and then the others are gonna be just working
My
on.
boyfriend's a romantic.
And the others are just gonna be working on general military stuff.
There you are.
Go
I was
get
just
some rest,
looking for
Kathy.
you.
She's actually my
I'm
aunt.
resting.
What does she want?
Well, she didn't know where you went.
Silver, I'll be right there.
You two are going on patrol with me and Lewis to Incyro.
Not going with Alistair or Steven?
They're being held up at base.
Alright, when do we leave?
I'm gonna die before my next birthday.
It's such a shame I don't have that set anymore.
Why don't you?
I didn't make a copy of it before I burnt it.
So what brings you to a shithole like this?
Did you
I lost my parents in the war.
And here comes the famous
My
walking scenes.
condolences.
We spent so long
Not dead.
getting this right
They're
because I had to like walk
We'll
backwards and
find
all
them
that.
one day.
That's why we're all here, I guess.
Christopher
For revenge. Don't worry. The rebellion might end sooner than expected.
How come?
I'm upset you never
All
had
in
a
its
character
time.
called Christopher who was constantly walking in the background.
So that was like a to add a little attention to like Martin and Lewis and those guys, the two Ginger brothers. They're not revealing too much information yet because well, not because they suspect anything, but they just don't know who to trust. But Charlie's kind of pushing a little bit for information, since she and Abigail, her aunt, are actually rebel spies.
You're a rebel spy.
I thought they had to stay
Jedi.
behind.
Change of plans, I guess.
Did you bring it?
Here you go, sir.
Okay, everybody, listen up. We need to secure the area. Split up into teams of 2, and each one take a pass to guard, and we should be done here soon.
That's all you're gonna get throughout the stream, guys. I'm sorry.
So that was the explosives
I seem to be
they
the
brought.
last one standing, sir.
Then you should help me guard this area.
If you don't mind me asking, what's in the bag?
I'm actually glad I'm not on YouTube. I'd be
Guess
worried
not.
about looking at chat.
That was
Where are you from?
that was actually a cut I messed up on. Like, I think I was missing a line, and I couldn't find I didn't have a long enough shot for it, so I just kind of did the direct cut, which I shouldn't have done, because you can notice the.
Don't mind me asking, what's in the bag?
Is it too
There's a cut.
Guess not.
Director.
Where are you from?
I'm from Yaron, sir.
Message for you, sir.
And there comes my first
is it?
cameo.
We caught some rebels in a trap further back.
I always voice the
Well, that's
messenger.
good news. Am I allowed to ask what we're doing out here, sir?
We are doing what I told you.
What?
We're securing the area.
Martin and Abigail, you two will be setting up a little camp here to guard this area for the first night. Trust me when I say this might be the most important task of your life. Under no circumstance, let the bags out of sight. Am I perfectly clear to you two?
Yes, sir.
The rest of us need to start heading back to base before nightfall.
Hello, Ray. Yeah.
You need to check general, because Crime's doing a dino thing and I don't quite get it because my head hurts.
I'll watch it after the stream.
It's in general, not watching. You read it, you silly goose.
And that's end of episode 2.
Abigail?
And now we're a flashback back in Yaron. This is where later on Rebecca Lothane and the Ravagers are shown attacking. Abigail saves little Charlie from her home. Actually pretty happy with how the set turned out. Just see me shooting down there. And we're back to the future. I don't know if that was ever clear that that's a flashback.
Came from my parents. Once we find them, I'll use the rest of my life to pay her back.
We are about to move through Dragon Tooth Pass in the Nivigor Mountains. We need 2 skilled warriors with us.
Love the piano theme that
Good to have
plays
you
in
with
this.
us, Lewis.
You mean the heart song?
You're new. Why should we trust you with our lives?
I'm the best here in hand-to-hand combat, and nobody has beaten me in accuracy with a bow and arrow. So there won't be anyone here more capable than me, so watch your back.
You're just everywhere now.
No,
aren't you?
not a walking
So
scene.
you will thank me when I save you. Can't wait to see the ship that
What?
everybody's talking about.
Yeah, she is something alright. So, do you think Abigail will be fine down in Osiro?
Oh yeah, she managed to drag me all over the world. I think she can handle anything Insyro has to offer.
So, you and your brother.
Yeah, okay,
How
Kat
did
is
you
not
guys
gonna
end
say
up
when she feels
We're close friends with Alistair and his family, and we've been close ever since the Civil War.
What civil war was this?
Our families used to have our kingdom on this continent, until the Northerners rebelled. On top
I would
of that,
actually
the
maybe
Deaththorns
be
started to
interested in
wreak
doing
havoc.
a Martin
It
and
was just
Lewis
out of our
backstory.
homes. It was a massacre.
The Death Thorns?
I find it very interesting to think of what they did in Northunder before they joined the Shadow Crown.
Death Thorns were already there.
Their like friendship with Alistair and all that.
Inside the territory. They'd come for you like a vengeful
Right.
ghost.
What?
Something completely out of a nightmare.
Is that why we're here?
Military-ish, right?
To watch out for Death Thorns?
Kinda.
Well, yes, but we're not to interact with them.
Do like
We are
like
here
a
more than
small
anything
thing that
to make
shows
sure
how
that
she
rebels
got into
don't
the
try and
whole thing.
interact with them.
'Cause
The
we
last
don't
thing
know
we
anything
need is
about
for them to work together.
Understood.
Potentially.
So, is Charlie okay?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Well, she seems very aggressive, with her parents gone and all.
She was lucky I was there when it happened. And I know chances of finding her parents are slim, but I won't be the one to stop her. I want to find my sister just as much.
And you think they're here?
No. But we still need to fight the ones who took them. And this is where it will all end.
Which is actually the Shadow Crown Alliance. And not the rebels, because they're with the rebels. Even though I didn't make the song, this is 100% the Deaththorn song for
They're
me.
here.
Where did you put the bags?
What? Yeah, they'll be fine. I buried them.
I'm not gonna redo season 1.
Please, please let me go. We want to help you fight them. Don't you understand me? You have to understand something. Trust me, you want the help of Cheif. No.
I think I actually did the Deaththorn's voice there. And the Gabora.
I guess we don't have to worry about the rebels working with the Deaththorns anymore.
Then you
He
find
might be a rebel, but he is still human, so show some respect, alright? We should move out before they spot us.
One of them are missing. Get behind the hay bales, quickly.
Is it? I don't know what skin he uses. This scene I always had in my mind. This is like the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park when the raptor like sticks his head over like the desks and stuff like that.
For some reason, I really like tapping the velociraptors to with their like toes or feet or whatever.
The click click click. The bonfire is fresh. Hello, Jurassic Cam. Probably nobody in the hay bales. Let's move on.
The way we get, the faster we run. Psst. Come here. Don't let them see you.
Hey, show yourself. Come out of the shadows.
Get over here, you fool.
Ninus' first roll.
Why are you not at your post?
Death Thorns.
What?
Wait, you had more than one roll?
Shit. Run.
Run. Yeah, I always kill Ninus.
I'll go get Alistair.
Does the Deaththorn language make any sense, or is it just random word sounds?
We can only hope and stay out of sight. Don't think they'll find it in here, though.
Spooky Deaththorn in the background. So yeah, I have like this Google Doc, which it's all made up word. It's all just random words, but I have selected different sounds for different words, like black I believe is blood, or like Mardur Kashi, which means kill them all. Or Umalmena, I believe is welcome them. Like I have a whole list of words, and if I need a new word, I'll just add it. So I don't have a complete 100% one thing, but I just go back to the document. Do I have the word? No. Okay, fine. Make a new one. But I have like a whole Google Doc for the language of Deaththorns. Yeah.
should add. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Yeah, you can sit on my dead pinata. That's okay. Okay, I believe we're on episode 3 now, or possibly 4. I lost track.
The trip seemed to go fine.
As I thought it would.
We're
But you can
about to
never know when
introduce
there's
the
so
Storm
many enemies
Chaser.
around you.
Must be strange to be the most loved person on this earth right now, and also the most hated.
I'm pretty sure the traitor Prince Jasavis takes my spot as most hated.
So why is Scott over here and not at our base?
His pride and joy, a battleship, got stranded on an island.
So that was supposed to like just showcase a little bit of how Alistair is he's very famous. He's pretty much like an idol amongst the people. But he doesn't want to be the hero type. Like he's very Jon Snow when you think about it. He's like, I don't want it. Jon Snow be king or Alistair be king. I don't want it.
On this side.
In the live stream.
What?
Is Marcel watching the live stream?
Marcel?
Hmm.
I don't know. Don't think so.
The mountain. I'm pretty sure from messages I've been getting, he's made it into his own personal castle at this point. Even though he hasn't sent an official report on the matter.
Must be one small castle.
Well.
Is this
Oh, Marcel is watching. Okay, hi.
Welcome to our pride and joy, the Storm Chaser.
The Storm Chaser! God, this boat has changed so much. I don't remember, it's so long ago. It's a literal castle on a boat. Well, later on I think I turned it into more like a little village on a boat.
Remember guys, if you want to explore the Storm Chaser, you can go on...
We pride ourselves on our army and engineers in New Miro.
How does something like this even work?
Right one, isn't it, bro?
Yeah. Play MCM has
ready for you, sir.
a murder map of the Storm Chaser that we made for them.
Which is pretty cool.
Psst, come here. I need you guys to keep an eye on his men. I don't like that he's got his own little operation over here that we don't know anything about.
So, Alistair was just talking to Charlie and Lewis there because it's not that he doesn't trust Lewis, it's just that Lewis is the son of somebody he really doesn't trust.
He should be ready to see you now.
Do you mind showing them around while I talk to your father?
What?
Should not be a problem.
Hopefully I won't be too
long. I'm pausing.
No.
Oh! What did I spot there? There. Oh. In the background there's a cameo skin of myself. Hello there, Burger. Bye, Burger. Okay, so before we start the scene, this scene is what I had in my mind when I first thought of doing like a machinima of the Shadow Crown, and when I started thinking about the new version of the story. And it's not very good. It's not as good as I imagined it would be in my head, because this was like, oh, when I first thought of it, oh, this is gonna be an amazing scene. Oh, I love this scene. But it's not as good as I wanted it to be. But I hope you guys can understand the concept of it, though. And if you have seen the Rebecca film, her confronting the king in that film is basically what I wanted this to be. But yeah, let's just watch it.
Things don't always work as they should.
I recognize those steps. Is that my good friend Alistair?
Still like the dialogue though.
Good to see you too, Scott.
Please, take a seat.
I wanted to do some editing today, but my head is thumping.
So basically I wanted Scott is like doing like a power move, making him go over across the room to pull a chair over to himself, but there wasn't like a real good way of doing that. back then. So I just had them break place,
what do I
which
owe
wasn't
this
that good.
glorious visit?
We've been setting up our base, and everything should be ready down in Insyro. But I'm sure you already know all that.
I do.
So, I guess we're up to date on my status then. Now, why do I seem to know nothing about what you've been up to?
Don't you worry about what I do. I have everything under control.
Technically, I am your superior, and I will not stand for
Technically, you're nothing more than a pawn to get people to fight for us. So I do not have to answer to you, seeing how I am actually here to do your work.
I'm fully aware of why I have my position, but it is still my position. So you will tell me what you're doing, or face the consequences.
My mouse keeps double clicking. It's really annoying.
No, it's mine. So basically, you can kind of feel what the power situation is going on between the two, because they have given Alistair a higher ranking than Scott in the military, because he's good at propaganda. He is good, like a superstar for the people to follow into war. That's why they're given a high position. But really, and Scott feels that he's the one really in charge. He's the one really with the power. He's like, oh, like Alistair is just a poster boy that they're using for the army. And but Alistair is kind of like still, he's taking the position as an opportunity, even though he knows he's mostly a poster boy. He's still taking the opportunity to actually try and do some good stuff, because he actually wants revenge for his grandfather's death at the royal gathering.
Cock and kiss my ass.
Well, they look friendly.
Us Numerios can be a grumpy bunch at first.
Can you tell I don't
being
like
from
Scott?
the north and all.
For some reason, I have the feeling they're not as friendly as you.
I'll get you guys something to eat.
That was my old skin, by the way, the brown haired.
Brown haired city man.
You two are new.
We just arrived.
Ah, you're
Hello, Alessic.
I hear things are getting heated over there.
Nothing we can't handle.
So, this is kind of continuing. Yeah, we're watching all the seasons. I don't know if we're watching them all today, but we're watching all of them at some point. But here, this is kind of continuing from the last scene where it was between Scott and Alistair. Here, I wanted to show there's also like Scott is treating his men separately from the other alliance groups too. Like he has his new mirror group, which mostly serves him personally. All the blue guys, but pretty much serve Scott. And there's like a split between Scott's group and Alistair's group, even though they're all technically in the same alliance.
I would hope so.
Just because those leaders don't get along.
There to clean up after you.
I hate for Alistair to have to drag you all away from your safe, cozy hideout.
I do not answer to Alistair.
Oh, why is that?
I know a true leader when I see one.
Mine.
Not some knight in shining armor.
Everything all right here?
Yes, sir. We were just about to move out.
So TeamSpeak's open to anyone. You just need the address.
Okay, so this is what is happening here is something I don't think people have catched a lot when they're just watching casually. Because this group of people, they show up again. This is basically showing hints of Scott's secret plan of rolling the Death Thorns into the Alliance army. Like the Sino. And so we'll see them go out to do something now. Basically, they're gonna set up the traps later to do like the sacrifice to get the Death Thorns on their side.
Sadly, Bray, all the popcorn already.
Now we see them running off. Oh, there's an invisible boat or person in a boat.
Yeah, real friendly.
I really wish I didn't get seasick.
Here comes a pissed off Alistair.
What's wrong?
Ask your esteemed father. Let's
Esteemed
move.
father. You know that Tom said that line. I didn't write that. I wouldn't write esteemed.
Sometimes the voice actors just know what,
What happened?
to say.
He's just more British than me.
Ray,
What is that?
What is that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's more British than me. Oh, everybody thought I was like hiding a character behind Gisavis because I always like covered him up. So they thought it was like some kind of like big mystery. I'm like sitting over here like, well, that would be cool. But I didn't do that. It's just Gisavis.
That's not one of ours.
Oh yeah, it's hard to compare. I'm still proud of the story from the Shattered Crown and out, even though the quality isn't as good as it is now, but I'm still proud of the story.
It's Gisavis. Get off the bridge now.
Wait, wait, we should go back and watch that. Pay attention to Charlie as she is running there.
It's Gisavis. Get off the bridge now.
Like, watch her now. Her head is like... Massive explosion from the boat. The back of Storm Chaser has never changed. It looks pretty good. I think the only time I actually used rock metal in
Let me go. I
TSC2.
have to help them.
You are not going.
We can't just stand here and watch.
Where is he? Charlie, did you see where he fell? Charlie, where? What are you waiting for?
What I was trying to do with this scene is that Charlie is conflicted. Should she help him? Because, as I told you guys, for those who haven't seen it or those who have seen it, Charlie is a rebel. So technically she should just let him die. That would be a win for them. But she's feeling conflicted having been with them for this long.
We need to find him.
Three on the bridge should be enough to keep him off our backs. Send someone out to get Alistair.
Move out.
Where are they going?
Listen, son. Gisavis is out there in a tiny boat. I'm not gonna let this moment get away from me.
Again, he doesn't
Sometimes
care
we have
about
to make
Alistair.
choices in war. People die.
I won't just stand here.
But Steven, he
Wasting
cares.
your time chasing that man.
So, she decided to go and save Alistair anyways. That could give her also some points within the Alliance army.
He is here. I have to go after him.
You're in no shape to do so. Just lay down.
So Alistair still thinks that it was Gisavis who did the royal massacre. So he's like still like all he thinks about is just I need to revenge them.
Where did your father go?
He went after the traitor prince while he's on the run. Beyond that, I don't know. We should really start heading back as soon as he can get himself on his feet. Can I have a few words with you?
Of course.
I've been looking over our options, and I elected you and 2 others to lead your own groups going forward, as the third tiger.
Who are the other 2?
So, the third tiger is simple reference to like in the original story. Charlie was a guy. I just decided to raise Ben because why not? and then he always had a tiger with him. A tiger is my favorite animal. I always had it in the story that had a tiger pet going with him. Kind of like if you've seen The Walking Dead, how King Ezekiel he has a tiger with him. But doesn't really make sense in the story. But I probably could I do it now? I don't think I could. Not easy because mobs and BB doesn't work that good. But anyways, that the third tiger title is basically a reference to that. But also just something cool.
Lewis is already leading his, but I also had to die from Ebelon.
What is expected from me now?
Yeah, so it's Charlie, Di, and Lewis.
So you can ready your group at the south. We'll be moving to Insyro soon. Unless you have any more questions?
Also, Insyro, the name is based on Incyodine, who is the voice actor of Steven.
Oh, and don't tell anyone of our conversations, okay?
Steven is also trying to figure out who the rebels are by giving Elizabeth some information. Okay, see you, Skull. Thank you for joining.
Bye,
His technique seems to be more for show than efficient.
Well, efficient enough for Steven.
So...
I always thought Abigail would rank up before me, to be honest.
I think you've proven your worth to both Steven and Alistair.
Still unexpected. Did he give your group a task?
He did.
Let me guess. You're not supposed to tell anyone.
Exactly. You should not worry.
I have trust issues.
I don't blame you. Oh, I forgot to mention. Abigail and Martin should have been back by the time we got here. Both them and the replacements have failed to report back.
Have you sent anyone to look?
My group and I will be heading out tomorrow.
I'm coming with you.
No, we cannot leave the base with only one group guarding it. You and Di will have to stay here. I'm sure they're fine and we'll get them back to base. You have first watch on the front gate tonight, right? I can take it if you want to rest.
You need it more than I do. I can handle one night.
Excuse me, sir. It's done. Now we just have to wait.
That's all good, but I was wondering. I'm not sure if I should be thankful or angry that you came for me that day at the bridge. Why did you not follow
Also
your
like this
father?
dialogue.
I see your importance in this war. The tales about you are not as far-fetched as you would think. My father did what he thought was right, and I did what I had to do.
It is good to know I have you by my side. Now, I heard you liked fishing.
I remember when I was filming this with What the Boss and those guys. That pan-up shot. One of those, he was just twerking on top of it. I'm like, oh, I had to redo it.
Okay, we're done for tonight. We move south tomorrow.
And this is where we reveal for the first time that Charlie is a part of the rebellion.
Get up. He's been waiting for you.
Just sabes. That's definitely the end of one episode.
Been out for a walk?
Force is full of life. You should go see for yourself.
I prefer it behind the wall, where I'm not being stabbed in the back.
Come on, let me show you to actually use the sword.
Sir, we shouldn't tell him either. He won't be able to keep it together.
We need him to set up the rescue mission. As long as he keeps quiet, it will be fine.
I take it by your silence, it's not good news.
You know we are in the middle of a crucial time of our operation. We can't afford any slip-ups. You understand this, correct?
Yes, of course. Is it Martin?
We found one of the replacements crawling back towards base. He was in no state to speak, but I think we can guess what he would say.
Death thorns.
We moved into Encyro on location and found 2 bodies, but not Abigail and Martin, which leads us to believe they got captured.
I'll get my group ready right away.
Do not inform the others. I can't express how important it is that you keep this to yourself.
Not even Charlie?
She will know, but all in its time.
So they probably trust Lewis more than the other 2 groups because, of course, Alistair grew up with Lewis and Martin. And they also suspect Charlie.
They're moving out already?
I heard nothing of this.
What's going on? Something happened?
We are just moving out early. Orders from Alistair.
Well, then anything changed for us or just you?
We're just behind on some work over there. We have to move out, so anything else you need, take it up with Alistair.
So, you could hear the frustration
There's
in
something going on.
Lewis's
We're not
voice there
moving
because he
forward.
can't tell her.
I'm sure
And
we
he's
can
dealing
fix
with the
it.
fact that his brother and her aunt are missing and possibly dead. So he's like struggling to keep it together there. Here comes the rebels.
I hope for your sake that this works.
Just call your men here and we stick to the shadows.
So it's funny to think
Can we
that
get
all
this
of these
moving?
are
In a moment.
actual people.
This is a great opportunity for us, and we won't
Could
miss
never
it.
get this many body actors today.
You all will be hiding out under our sleeping quarters. There's to be no noise or as much as snoring at all. If that happens, you are all dead.
What are you doing?
I couldn't sleep. With Lewis acting weird, it makes me worried about Abigail.
Understandable. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be better informed of the situation.
Hopefully. We should get some rest then.
Oopsie. Leave a like.
What was that?
What was what? You heard something at the gates?
No, it came from behind you.
I didn't hear anything. Go get some sleep if you're hearing things.
What a good liar.
Please don't touch that.
Well, I don't know if I should be impressed or frustrated that I didn't realize.
Let's go for a walk.
And here comes the scene that made everybody hate Charlie. So I don't know if this was a mistake on my end to do or not.
I know you'll have to kill me, right?
I know.
I like it. I feel like this is what she would do
It's
in
all right,
this
Charlie.
time in her life.
It's okay.
She thinks she gotta protect the rebels. And if that means killing a good guy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
Of course, she didn't want to do it. But if she didn't, he would reveal her and the others. But I don't know. You guys tell me if that was a mistake on my end or not. If I should have had her do that.
Now, where have you been?
we found his body.
I didn't want to kill him, but he didn't give me much choice.
You really think you know someone and you literally hand them your life. Being one of the 3 tigers was not a task given lightly. Somehow this slipped past us. Such a waste of talent. The traitor Dai from Ebelon did not succeed in his plans of infiltrating our base. Stephen shall stay behind and guard it as we move south to inside.
So basically, Alistair and Stephen, they know that Charlie did it, but they need to learn more. They're basically using her by manipulating her to her thinking that she's safe, that they actually believe her when she said that Dai was a traitor, not her. But they're just going along with it. They know.
Now prepare for a long walk.
How many?
I'm sorry?
How many?
They're all alive, but are most likely being sent to Yaran as we speak.
Tell me, how did you manage not to get caught, huh? You're not warming up to your parents' captors now, are you?
I was caught, but managed to turn it out as if he was the one escaping me. I had to kill him to sell the story.
I see. Their next move?
We're moving into Ensira today. Still no information on the actual operation, but Abigail has been there ever since we arrived and should have something on it. Stephen is holding the fort.
So Alistair the Great wants to risk being trapped between us and the Death Thorns, leaving maybe his most clever soldier behind, and Scott most likely still running blind in the forest. Something is not adding up here, and I'm afraid it's too late to figure out.
Thanks for coming so soon. Before we continue our conversation, you must know that we had to keep you in the dark due to our situation with Dai.
Is that why Lewis went storming out?
Correct. But Charlie, we need you to stay sharp. You can't lose it now.
It's Abigail, isn't it? What happened?
They have gone missing. We strongly believe that they got captured since they were not among the bodies.
Captured? By who?
The Thorns. Oja.
Hey. Why haven't they killed us already?
Who knows? They could be just playing with us. Trying to lure in the others, maybe? Or maybe they just really know good looks when they see it.
You and your brother can find a joke for any occasion, can't you?
Us in the Baker family would rather die with a smile than fuss over the little things. No! It's been long enough for the new shifts to come and notice that we're not there. They're
So
on their
basically
way,
they're
don't you
crazy.
worry. Though while we wait for our heroes, you have a charming young man such as myself, and our lovely host to keep you entertained.
You're sick.
So, Death Thorns. Why do people fear them like they're some kind of monster?
Backstory time.
Many know of my lineage in this land. My grandfather established a kingdom to the southeast that was taken away when the Death Thorns came.
Are they just that aggressive? That they will attack anything?
No, they have a rabid obsession with territory. They watch their border with sleepless eyes, and if any fool soul crosses it, they will demand that
This
the
is
trespasser
basically
be sacrificed.
the Whisperer storyline
This
going on
happened
now in
twice.
Walking Dead. It's the first time we see Rosargo. And Bliss.
It was here my aunt's lover took her. He was a general named Rosargo.
So, that princess there is Alistair's aunt from back when they lived in the kingdom on this continent. And then Rosargo is like the military commander that was then dating his aunt.
As they returned, she strayed into their land and they came for her.
Here they come. I don't think Usha actually means anything. I probably need to find a word for that.
They demanded my grandfather give up the trespasser, his only daughter. Naturally, this was out of the question, and they prepared for battle.
I didn't actually have the weapon that Rosago has in the story. It's a naginata, like a blade naginata almost. And as you see, he doesn't have that here. He has like a big axe instead. I should have just given him the sword that the king has.
But the royals got pushed back into the mountain, forced to listen to their people die. My aunt couldn't handle them dying for something she did, and she was no coward. She opened the gate and strode into the crowd of savages. It took many men to hold Rosago back, and the last thing they saw was the death thorns engulfing her as the gate closed.
I've actually made a miniature model of this set. That's out in the barn.
Come dawn, the once proud town was but ashes and the dead. Rosago came
Hello,
out of the
Blue.
mountain, only to find her hanging from a tree, a dozen arrows piercing her flesh.
That's also a drawing
What
I
was
had
her
from
name?
when I was a kid.
Bliss Highwind.
You said it happened twice?
Rosago seethed with hatred for the king for what had happened. People say there was nothing but darkness in his eye from that day.
So that is just that is not something that actually happened. This is not fact that he got like dark eyes and all that. That's just something they said about him because he became so brutal and they demonic, almost not human anymore. So they started rumors of him having black eyes, being very demonic and that. But this is just a visual representation of what people were saying. This is not like what happened.
He studied the Deaththorn's culture and performed the ritual of
What?
acceptance. He was, from that moment...
What?
Oh my god, you're deaf.
What are you saying?
When it's like that, you call it hearsay.
Hearsay. Okay. I think I've heard that one before. Welcome
part
home.
of their number, marching towards our kingdom. He then led them into the city and killed everyone in their path.
I wish he had his naginata there.
My grandfather had no other choice than to escape with me and my mother on a ship with as many as we could...
Oh, so that is, if you ever go and listen to the audiobook series I have called Under Highwind, which kind of takes place right before this event. You can, Helda, was Helda, yeah? Helda is the mother of Alistair, who is telling the story. She's the one on the boat there. She's actually a bit part of that story, as Under Highwind is Alistair's father.
rescue from the massacre. That's when our kingdom was born, Osunder, as we split apart from Cantrock.
So that's when they
Why
made
did
a
you
new
take up the crown
kingdom
and become
in
king when
Landra.
your grandfather died?
My father was a traitor to our people. I'd be ashamed to take up the crown.
So, when he says he's ashamed of his father, that's the kind of the story I then flesh out in the Legend of Under Highwind story, of why Alistair thinks his father is a traitor.
But you're not your father.
Trust me, not a choice I took lightly. Who doesn't want to become king?
But that's why he's kind of like reluctant. He said no to become king of Osunder, and gave it to his grandfather instead, because he doesn't want to be like his father. He's ashamed to keep on his legacy.
No, I'll leave that responsibility to someone else.
So who do you think will take over?
It's in the hands of the Eight until the war is over.
I take it they rule all the kingdoms right now, don't they?
For now.
So yeah, I had to clarify that the Eight is like the group or organization that they are actually the ones that caused the massacre at the beginning of the season, but they're blaming it on Jasavis, who then starts the rebellion. So the people that actually caused the killings of the kings and queens are the ones that are actually creating the alliance to revenge them, as they set up Jasavis for the whole thing. and basically the 8 are ruling in their stead as a council to rule all the kingdoms together. And now they come to rescue Abigail and Martin.
They're alive, but the Deaththorns have them both in a cage. The men are already set up for the rescue mission, but we need to be ready to move while they distract them.
Good work, Lewis. Let's get our friends out of that nightmare.
You know what, Martin? Listen, I mean, seeing this, how this might be where we both die, I'm just gonna say it, okay? If it wasn't for this war, and if we ever met in different circumstances, you seem like a really nice guy. Maybe we could have, gotten together.
You know, I really.
That's a hard line to sell, without it sounding stupid. But Kusan is such an amazing voice actress. She sold it, man.
Please!
Probably Octa.
Don't touch him! You have no reason for doing this! Stop! Please stop!
Hide the bed. And I believe this is the end of an episode. Getting close to the ending now.
Don't touch him! You have no reason for doing this! Please stop! Please!
It's alright, Abigail. These fools don't understand a word we're saying.
Stop! Please!
Can you repeat that? You might be having a cold or something. You really need to repeat that.
I don't remember what he was actually saying there.
Martin, shut up! You were just making them angry!
I'm only making it better. Look at his face. He looks so pissed.
Not many people would say that directly to a Deaththorn's face.
No! You idiot! Do you really want to die that badly?
Well, hey, if I'm going to die, I might as well make sure they get no pleasure out of it.
Next time, please don't throw your life
I didn't make
away
the music
so
for
easily.
Shadow Crown back then.
I make no promises.
Later on,
Let's go get
Mandalorian
them.
made some for season 3.
Wait a minute. Let's not rush.
It's not before now I
We
actually
only have
made
this
my own
one
music.
chance to free them. Lewis and I will keep the guard off the cage.
But
you will
they're
have to
good
cut the
music,
cage locks and pull them out of there. Lewis, do not underestimate him for one moment.
Understood, sir.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, you, paleface. Yeah, you, over there. Come here. Look at this. You think this cage could hold us? I'm like a lion. No, a tiger that's flying through the air, powered by rainbows and flying.
I think he
flying
improvised
wings.
this.
Yeah. See these wings? I'm flying. This kid can't hold me. Look at me. Look at it. Flying off in the sky like a tiger.
Destroyed.
Wow, I gotta say, I overestimated them.
They're still human, and we got lucky.
Well, took you long enough.
You're not the only one that got busy.
No time for small talk. We need to get out of here.
So this is important from what I was mentioning earlier. So these guys, if you were watching earlier on, before they blew up the bridge, those guys were the ones that they were having a fight with on Scott's base, and then they took some boats out to go do something. This is basically what they were doing. They were coming to set up traps and such for Alistair's men to fall into, and so that they can sacrifice them. Basically speaking the language of the Deaththorns. They respect a good sacrifice for their god, Sovereign.
Oren Alvaldion, Saltara Pormena, Elita
some
Portario.
They didn't make it back.
Well, they might still.
So when you say, oh, they didn't make it back, because those people that got sacrificed now were basically the group that Lewis commanded. That's why he's upset.
They made it out. Give it some more time.
It's ready.
That was the explosives of
He's
the
on his
dam.
way here as we speak. As he said, Alistair is trapped here in the crossing. And until he opens up to us about what we're doing here, we have no idea why he's letting himself be trapped.
We're just gonna have to push harder before it's too late.
Abby. Are we doing the right thing?
Charlie,
Are we the baddies?
war is not as black and white as it is in the stories. There are genuinely good people on both sides, same as bad. We just gotta hope that these people who we now care for don't get hurt. But just remember, the Shattered Crown must fall
Roll
for us
credits.
to get our family back.
It's pretty silent out there, sir. My guess is that I've moved south already.
Oh, I like the
good,
scene.
But don't let your guard down. We can't afford any mistakes.
Understood.
Oh, please, don't get up. I won't be staying long.
Was that really necessary? You could have knocked.
So, I have a few questions for you. Oh, and don't even think about trying anything. I have enough men on standby to take out the whole camp. So let's get to it. Why is Alistair trapping himself at the crossing?
Who said you're invited?
I'm inviting myself.
Well, it was nice finally meeting you, and have a safe journey south. I'm sure Alistair can't wait to see you.
Jasabas is a badass.
As I thought. You're not going to tell me, are you? Well, it's good that you'll be coming with me then. I don't like surprises.
What makes you think I'll go with you?
It really depends on how much you care for the lives of the people in this base.
And this is when I destroyed it. I should have made a copy of it, huh?
So, any clue on what's going to happen?
You see those people over there, and there, and there.
Also, the head of the piñata is because we
And
popped
over
them
there.
open for 1,000
There too.
subscribers.
All locations that block and flood the whole area. How come? Rebel go boom.
Rebel go boom.
You look more and more like your father every day. Don't let his shadow.
This is probably a little bit.
Stop punishing yourself for your father's mistakes. He was
right after
misled
the
by some
Rebecca
very
film.
confused and desperate people.
In the timeline.
He made his choices and I've made mine. You know that crown would fit me ill. I will not push the wishes of an old man on you, Al. But do you think you could keep my throne warm while I'm gone? Where are you going? All kingdoms have been called for a royal gathering. I hear the king of Hyrcan is bringing his young prince Jasavis. Some even say he might challenge you at the festival.
Continuity. He said king of Hyrcan. It's Sultan of Hyrcan.
They try every year and every year they fail. Will anything but me be discussed? Plenty of different topics.
Also, can we just talk about how Tom is doing like the both characters in the scene? Both Alistair and King Eldon.
Not often we all gather like this. I'm sure Numiro will present Scott Russell with his crazy military plans to protect the world. Safe journey, grandfather. On your return, you know where I'll be.
I thought he did an amazing job doing
rebels have been
both.
spotted on their way.
It worked. Get everyone in position.
One problem. They got Steven.
Charlie!
Oh god, no. You think he...
I'm not sure.
Guess he hooked up.
If you so much as scratch her, I swear, I will cut you where you stand.
Jasavis has Steven. They are on their way here, and I will not let my friend die in our trap. And you, Charlie, will get him out of there before they get here.
And why are we pulling blades on each other?
Oh, we've known ever since you killed Dai, after you led the rebels into our base. Yes, we counted on you bringing Jasavis here, so thank you for that. But we need our friend out of the way.
As you can see, like they've known all the time since she killed Dai. There's nothing new there. They've just been using it to like lure Jasavis out.
That to work. Abigail will be staying with us until you get back.
What in the world is going on here? Put the damn blades away before you hurt each other.
Martin, she's a rebel.
No. Really. What's really going on?
I'm so sorry, Martin.
Get my friend back, and I'll consider letting you two go when it's all over.
I think I did all those footsteps individually too.
What's wrong? What happened?
No, it's fine. He's not expecting anything.
Oh, he's fine. Just a little insurance with Alistair.
Actually, I need him.
Care to explain why?
I have a lead on their plan, but I need Steven to get past Alistair.
Oh, he will give them everything there on the spot, and you know it.
Not when I bring him to Scott.
Putting a lead on the beast, I see.
Alistair heard about my situation, huh?
Oh yes, told me all about your little plan.
Ah. So 1, you didn't tell Jasavis. 2, we are still going after my father. So I keep going back and forth here, but can't wrap my head around where this is going.
Well, this time, I have you on a lead.
Okay, that was a little bit longer.
Steven?
Martin, please. Don't come over here.
Why, Abigail? Why? I trusted you. All this bullshit about your family being taken.
It wasn't a lie.
Then explain. Why are you fighting for them?
The rebels never took my sister. The Shattered Crown did.
What? Why would the Alliance take them?
There is much you don't know about your honorable.
I wonder if Martin would have joined the rebels had he lived.
It's time.
This is interesting. You sure you can handle this?
As long as you keep out of it.
I make no promises. Now let's stop wasting time and go get my son back.
Finally, something we agree on. Lewis, bring her over.
No. Let me do this.
Okay, we're getting there, guys. About to reach the final episode of this season. I guess I used more metal through this season. Ignore the fact that the soldiers behind Josavis changed. They're a little bit different.
Is this the part where you lead?
I'm
I
going
should
down
have just
there.
cut the
Alistair,
ending of the
I
last
trust
episode
you.
and just had a beginning of this
Don't
one.
trust him. Do not let him near the signal.
Well, we've just reached the final episode, so you missed a lot. Bye bye. Like, look at all these people. These are not from a mod. These are not NPCs. These are people. We got about 30 to 50 people to come and film this finale. This is the most body actors I've had.
Did your prince leave the
at
party?
once. It's insane.
Don't worry.
I don't know
There's
how I
plenty
did
of
it.
rats in your trap.
It's all for nothing if he's not here.
For you, not the Shattered Crown. And if you're not up for the task, please step aside.
I will not leave you in charge.
Then you better not mess this up.
Such a relic of a bygone era indeed.
Come on, Abigail, we have to move. We are watching our friends kill each other.
I like
all
the
so
music that I used to.
Hey, I like them too, but we had to do this. We got to end the war for you to find my parents, your sister.
But for what? I can't just stand here and watch Martin die like this. Abby, you go take out the explosives, and I'll try to get us all out.
I like that it's Abigail that is like the heart of this. Like, she is the one that cares more. Like, Charlie is a little bit more focused on finding her
Jane of
parents
heart
and
already?
the mission, while Abigail is like starting to feel more.
This battle is pointless. And I'm here to stop
it. Well, you did start it.
So let me make up for it.
Look at all these people. Like, I can't believe it myself just watching it back now. How did I do this?
You know, you have to give the signal. People die all the time in war, and we lose the ones close to us. You know this, Alistair. Just do it.
Oh, that would be insane.
You better shut your mouth before I make you. There is
I've yet
no
to
way
do
I
a
will
battle.
ever listen to you or
No,
do
I
as
have done
you say.
battles.
This is my plan and will happen when I say. My friends
Like,
and your
the-
son are still
There's-
down
what is-
there.
It will.
Okay, I need to pause for a second so I can think. Like, the battle scenes in Rebecca are pretty much the same size. Like, they're just as big as this one. Just that this is more impressive because they're actual people.
Happen, with or without you.
Where is it?
Yeah, because I could populate it more. I wasn't limited by the amount of people I had.
Put it down, Charlie.
I'm not only doing this to sabotage you. This will save lives on both sides.
Here comes the Death Thorns. A third faction in the battle. Man, I had so much fun. Like we didn't have enough people. We need to add a third faction to this battle.
Alistair, there's no more time to waste. The Death Thorns are coming in numbers. We can't let them through the crossing.
So this is part of Scott's plan anyways. Like, the reason why he wanted to team with the Death Thorns was so that he could, like, manipulate Alistair to do something that would break him. Or, like, do something bad. That's why, like, he's using the Death Thorns to manipulate Alistair to thinking they're randomly coming to attack when they're actually there because Scott organized
Or we are all dead. Nobody knows better than you what happens. Do it.
I recommend at this point that you run.
Yeah, it was so much harder. It's so much harder than that. Like the mental control, sanity I needed to have to control over 30 people in a battle.
I know we don't normally agree, Alistair, but this is that one time you will have to listen to me. Give the signal and let's save many more lives than we are losing. Let me do it. I'll take the responsibility.
No. If it's to be done, it should be me.
Alistair. Don't you dare. Martin, get out of there.
Like the difference between like even with just 5 or 3 body actors, if they're not listening to you, if they're just messing around or being loud or just making bloopers, it gets frustrating for the director. It's like mentally unstable. Like it was a little bit easy to just control. It was actually easier to control the 30 people because they just wanted to fight. They didn't have to do anything specific. They just go in there and fight. I'm seeing so many parallels with Rebecca now. Like the confrontation between Scott and Alistair scene. Rebecca and the King. They're blowing up the dam here. Blowing up the dam over the Fort Charlesburg. Like Rebecca is basically my redo of season 1. Rebecca does everything in season 1 just better. Oh, the voice acting from Kusan in this. I think I actually got chills when I first heard her actually do the recording.
My brother, your friend.
And this is where the Black Dagger is born. Just listen to this.
I couldn't find him. I couldn't find him.
It had to be done.
Alistair!
Good night, Marcel.
Kill you for this.
We're almost done. So.
I swear.
I feel like this is the most obvious clue to that Lewis becomes Black Dagger. Because the Black Dagger keeps going for Alistair. That is like the... It's very obvious, in my opinion. And there Stephen sees his father's men with the Death Thorns. Oh, we miss also, you see Alistair walking off too.
Steven? Steven, my son! So happy to see you made it out of there.
I'm fine, Father.
Now that Alistair is out of the picture, you and I can finally make some changes around here.
No.
What?
I saw them. 3 of your men standing side by side with the Deaththorn.
Now let me explain.
You set it up so that Alistair wouldn't have a choice, didn't you?
This is something you need to learn sooner or later.
Steven is
we
big
gotta
brain.
make choices other people wouldn't, so that we can win this damn war and go home.
Not like this. I refuse to win a war like this. You make the rebels seem like the better option.
So, you have come to kill your own father.
No, you may be a monster, but you're still my father. So I'll leave you here to rot in your own guilt. And don't you ever dare come close to Mother or myself ever again. You're on your own now, Father.
First time he gets roasted by his son, then his wife. Oof. Like, the few redeeming things about Scott is that he actually cares about his family. Like, he loves them. And they just keep rejecting him for what he does. Oh wait, for my brother, dagger. This was my first clue that he becomes the Black Dagger. It's like right there, he's holding a dagger. It was supposed to be black, but I didn't have the texture at the point. Which is right there. Yet I treated it like a mystery in season 2, and people still... Nobody guessed it was Lewis. Everybody thought it was Martin or something.
Make it right.
Where do we go from here?
I'm still not giving up on my parents. Rebels or Alliance doesn't matter anymore. It's only us or them. But we will need Alistair. Are you still with me, Abby?
I'm always with you, Charlie. We will.
I didn't have an extra shot, so I just zoomed in on it.
Lewis?
You need Alistair, huh? As long as I can have him once you're done with him.
It's settled then. There'll be no more hiding in the shadows. The rest of the road ahead is straightforward. Let's end this war.
Like, even though season 1 isn't the greatest, it still sets up the other 2 seasons so well. That's what I love about it. Like, some of these last bits are my favorite bits too. Like, I love this scene.
Can't blame yourself for all the things you've done in the past. It's just the past.
I think this is one of the best scenes I've ever done, even if it's not like shaders and all that.
You have been chasing me for a while. As stubborn as your grandfather.
If only you hadn't killed him.
We both just lost a lot of men. Many close friends. That might have been prevented if only I could get to you sooner.
If I had found you sooner, I would have killed you on the spot. But I've seen enough death for a lifetime today.
I did not kill your grandfather or any of the kings and queens. I was set up by the 8 lords who formed the Shattered Crown Alliance. I was lucky I got out alive.
Who then ended the life of my grandfather? Tell me!
Scott Russell.
All that I had to do, and all the sacrifices, and all I get is this. Guard!
Yes, sir.
Send the Deaththorns after Alistair by the rule of the 8. Alistair Highwind has joined the traitor Prince Chesavis and shall be brought to justice.
Okay, I just want to say, like, the Golden Swords, Quebec's character, I love that shot. I think that's a pretty shot. But I don't think it's like a... It's not like... I love it, but it's not something you can like compare to like a well-written scene. And that's what I feel like that scene was. I love how that like is shot and feels editing-wise and how it's written.
Bring me his head!
There we go. We made it to the end of the first season. Let's turn this down a little bit. I will watch the second one at some point, but not tonight though, because I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the rewatch. cool if you guys learned anything new.
Had
that you didn't know before. What are my thoughts rewatching it now? There's a lot of bad just filming, as I'm just kind of like me trying to follow the characters, or like there was a lot of shots I used even though I knew they weren't okay. I could have done better, of course, but you know, it gets better throughout, and it's definitely better now. The Shadowcrown series was definitely like a learning experience. Hey, Funky! How long have you been there? Funky here was one of the... He was actually there on the first day of filming Shadowcrown. So that those first scenes you see in this film, he was there. And he was part of the walking scenes. A lot of the... He did a lot of body acting. Actually, one of the main cities in Shadowcrown is named after Funky and Pillow. The city of Kalo. For Funky, Pillow, Kalo. That's an honorary of them coming around helping with so much body acting. Which was much appreciated, Funky. This season, I owe you and all of the other guys a lot for helping out with this. There's a lot of good memories, I think. Your body acting was really fun. It was fun hanging out with you guys. We had a lot of good memories. All that's good. You should come and talk to us sometime soon so we can chat, catch up, how things have been going with you and such. But yeah, we'll probably watch. I don't know if we're gonna watch season 2 tomorrow. We'll see. It depends on how. The reason why I did this today was because I kind of just wanted to chill and chat with you guys. I didn't want to build and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. I just came to stop by and have fun on the rest of the stream. Yeah, I'm ending it now. But yeah, thank you so much for stepping by. And thank you for all the likes, guys. Like, remember, likes, they really help out the channel to get recommended and such. And the more you watch, the more you help out, so that we can get to that 4,000 watch time. So we can start getting super chats and stuff. Body acting was hard, but Blockbuster will never have that human interaction and memories. Yeah, there are so many good memories from just body acting and all that. Which Blockbuster is a very lonely experience, but of course the quality gets better. I would rate the first season of Shadowcrown like a snore out of 10.
User was moved out of your channel.
She's not actually. She was like half asleep.
User joined your channel.
Excuse you.
You were starting to snore, so I thought you were sleeping.
I was not.
Okay, but yeah, I would give it like a. You know, I'll give it a 5. No, a 4. It's a 4. The quality isn't that great. I could have done a better job with the storytelling, but it redeems itself.
I'm giving it a 3 for moving me out just then.
But it redeems itself in some of the writing in like moments. It has moments, and it sets up the later seasons a lot better, very good, which is its redeeming features, and also just the good memories. But you shouldn't count that into the rating. Yeah, that's like then now comparison. What would you rate this season, Ray? Completely honest. Oh, definitely. It's like night and day. Okay, so about the same as me then. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. It was fun watching it with you guys again, reliving the memories, talking about what it's all about and stuff. giving details you probably wouldn't have known. The story is good, but it still has the early Machinima year issues. Definitely. I appreciate that though. Okay, I'm looking forward to doing season 2 with you guys, as season 2 and 3 still have some quality hiccups, but overall I'm so proud of those 2 seasons that I consider redoing season 1, but I never consider redoing season 2 and 3 because I'm so proud of those 2. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye.